Hello YouTube, welcome back to the channel, another video on Serious About Salvage. Another new car today. Not exciting, I'm going to be honest with you. It's a little Renault Captur. Yeah, I'm sure they're not, well, I don't, what can I say? They're just little cheap car, aren't they? Simple as that. Very popular. Yeah, I'm just going to turn you around really and we'll have a look at it, I think. Simple as that. So yes, it's a 2015 Renault Captur. It is the 1.5 diesel one. So you've got your free road tax. I think it probably is incredibly good on diesel, I'm sure, because it's made of plastic. Everything's plastic. The doors are plastic. The wings are plastic. I don't know about that door. Don't know. There's a lot of plastic on it though. Anyway, this is exactly how it came to me. It is a run and drive, and there's not a lot wrong with it. I had a good look through the pictures, tried to see as much as possible, and I couldn't see any kind of damage to anything under here. Nothing at all. And there isn't, honestly. There is no damage. It's full of coolant. There's no leaks in the intercooler system, intake system. It's structurally sound. It's just cosmetically. As you can see here, like I said, plastic wings. It's broken. And it's just bent a little bit. This bracket here bolts off. It's just a wing bracket. It's bent it, which is why, so that should be out here in line with where it is now. So we need a wing. I couldn't see anything else on the pictures. I had an inkling that there was a tiny bit of damage on this bonnet because I would could just see a bit of reflection drawn the line there, as you're seeing now. Because the pictures, if you bear in mind, the pictures are like out here, aren't they? And you couldn't tell. So, but it has. It's just bent the bonnet round on the bottom. It's a little bit high there, and again on that side. There's no paint damage. So, I mean, worst case, we're straightening it, a bit of filler and painting, because these bonnets are like, for a good one in colour, £250, and I think we're far better straightening and filling. I mean, I'll straighten it and see what it's like first, and see how good we can get it. Simple as that. One good light, no broken tabs, nice and solid. It's obvious that the hit wasn't on this side. It must have been middle and to this side a bit. Yeah. I mean, the bonnet hasn't moved because it. Sorry, I had a visitor. Yeah, I was saying the bonnet's not moved because if you look at the line on the headlight, absolutely perfect. Onto the wing. Up the wing, flat with the top. The bonnet's not moved, so the hinges are perfect. It's just had that little bit here in it. You see, it can't have been much because all these grills, you know, everything's all fine. Yeah, weird one. So there is a couple of, well, there's one thing I didn't notice. Well, maybe two things I didn't notice on the pictures because they didn't take a picture straight on from the side. And what has turned out is that wheel, well, you can see on the camera, can't you? It's back. It is pushed back. See how close it is to there, and the gap gets bigger and bigger. If we go on this side, that's where it should be. So yeah, that wheel is pushed back. Now it's no great issue. It's just a lower control arm. I've had a look under it. And I've got one here, brand new one. So we can get on with that today. I've also got this wing in my car outside. in colour. So we're going to change, well, we're going to fit it. Might not be able to fix the bottom. It all depends. You know, I'll whip this bracket off. I might have to get one of them brackets. But we'll carry on looking around it. Luckily, the wing has come outwards, so it's not marked the door. Don't know if that's metal or plastic. And then around the rest of it, there is no other damage. So all the back is good. Yeah, it's clean. Other than that, I can't see any substantial scratches or anything. I think it's going to clean up nice. None of the wheels have got any curbing on them, so they're going to clean up nice. We've got pretty much brand new tyres on the rear. There and there. The fronts are done. I'll show you in a minute. But a bit of a bonus for us. If we're looking what's in the boot, we've got an headlight, and it's not damaged. I think perhaps there's just the one tab there that has broken, but the back end's fine. Both the bottom ones are fine. The lens is clear. So that saved us like 150 quid, which is good. I'm glad that they've, you know, took the time to put that back in the boot and given us that back. I mean, I do believe that there would have been some salvageable parts off this bumper looking out behind it, but at the end of the day, the picture didn't show the bumper, so we can't expect to get one. The headlight is a bonus, you know. Just when you're buying these cars, look at the pictures and what you can see, you get. Don't expect to get anything else. If you do, it's a bonus, isn't it? It's a bonus. That's an £150 headlight we've saved on. Can I shut this boot? I'll break that. Oh, got it. So that's the external side of it. I mean, there is no damage to the inside. I'll show you a little bit, but we'll have another look when it's down. This car's only got 49,000 on it. I always try to get cars low mileage because, like I said, it's a really good selling point. And it helps with these obviously being salvage vehicles to get them sold. Anyway, let's have a quick look underneath it before we start work. Okay, so yeah, look at the tyres. Right, you know, that's pretty much ready for showing metal. That it's down to the cords and beyond. The tracking is definitely out on this car because it's done the same on this side. It's just started to show cords, and it's slick, and then a bit on the end. So we need a pair of front tyres. This is where the control arm, I mean, I'll get a torch here. That's the bottom of the control arm bent. So like I said, we're going to get swapped over now. I mean, there's a bit of damage to the inside of the alloy. I wonder what that's obviously a curve, isn't it? That's what will have damaged the bottom arm, innit? This side, all fine. I mean, there's nothing else to really write home about underneath. There's a few marks from the forks, but you know, that's standard stuff at salvage yards. They carry them around with forklift trucks. And nothing going on at the back, all clean, no signs of any previous damage. I mean, 100% no chassis damage anywhere. It's, yeah, it's an okay car. I'm happy with how it's arrived. On the face of it, like I said, 2 tyres, low control arm, a wing. I've got the wing, obviously. It's the complete front bumper that's going to be the pricey part. They're about £500 for a complete one, and if you want to try and piece them up, there's a lot of bits and pieces on these. And bear in mind, I've got nothing. I've not even got the wiring loom that plugs in there to all 4 spotlights. So yeah, I need a complete bumper. It's as simple as that. Just the top grille part on these with the big, you know, Renault badge. They're 120 quid, 130 quid. So yeah, it's just, I'm gonna have to get a complete bumper for definite, and I'm gonna have to bite the bullet. There is one for sale, only one. It's not in the right colour, and this ain't gonna be an easy colour to paint. But it is what it is. Anyway, let's get on with it. I think first of all, oh, excuse me, I've just had my dinner. First of all, I think we're going to swap over this low control arm. Because at the moment, I can't get much right-hand lock on because it's sitting arch fender. So we'll pull the we'll take the wheel off, take the splash guard out, and we'll get that control arm swapped over. I don't think it's going to be particularly difficult. And yeah, let's get on with it. Right, I've got it off. Now this is one of them cars where, when they designed it, they didn't really think about what happens when you've got to take the bottom control arm off, because, as you can see, where that rear bolt is there, not only does it fix in the lower control arm bush, but it also fixes through the strap that mounts to the chassis that holds the front of the subframe up. And to make it worse, to get to the bolt, you've got to drop the front lower subframe that holds all the rad pack up to get to the bolt. So they didn't think that through right well, did they really? And then to make it even worse, they put a little locating peg that goes in that, so you've got to make that bar go that way before it comes down. So yeah, it's possible. Like, so you can see what I've done. I've taken the front subframe bolt out, dropped that, wedged it down with a bit of wood, undone this strap off there to get to that, and then I've not, in all fairness, that's out and loose and it's not dropping the front of the subframe, so that's not an issue. Rear fixings there, and then obviously your ball joint into the bottom of your hub. Now that was a bit difficult because it was that bent. As you can see it there, the ball joint's over, the bolt was facing that way and it was hitting that. So I had to take them two out before I could split the ball joint. But that's the comparison for you. Old and new. As you see, it's flat here and that's all bent over. So yeah, let's get that back in there. And see if we've sorted out our suspension damage. I mean, worst case, I don't know, it looks straight at the minute, that strut. Let's just get it back together and have a look, see if anything else is bent. Alright, so I've got the wheel on, and I did notice when I was in there, the bottom of the strut, unfortunately, well, the strut itself is straight, but the mounting brackets on both sides at the bottom, where the hub fixes to, are just a little bit kinked over, and it is causing the wheel to be a little bit back still. Now it's a lot better than it was, and it now will dry properly, so I need to get a strut, but whilst it's on the ramp, I thought I might as well do the oil change, because the car needs to be off the ramp and over here to do the wing, because we can't get to the rear fixings on the wing without the door being open. Usual case with a 2-post ramp, unfortunately. So I'll do all the service, well, it's not full service, engine service. And then when it's down, we'll be able to see a lot better about the positioning of this wheel. And then I think it's the wing and the headlight. We can get that headlight back on. And we'll have broken its back, at least. And like I said, I just need to commit on this front bumper, and then, because that's all we need, the front bumper. Get this one done and finished and gone. Alright, I'll get this service done. Okay, so the engine service is now done. So we're going to work on this wing replacement. I've just taken the plastic trim off ready. Luckily it came off without breaking any tabs. And we have a fixing there. Now the fixings we have to get to with the door wide open, which is why we're not on the ramp. That one, and that one, all hidden behind the door. Once they are out, we have two more on the front there, and then we've got that one, and then we're going to have that one, and that is it. That wing then will come off, and we can swap on the new one. Yeah, so put you on a stand and we'll crack on with that. Right, so the wing is off. In the end, I took the top bracket off, which also holds the bonnet up, which is why the bonnet slammed. But there's another one over there holding it up, so it shouldn't go anywhere. Mainly because the new wing's got the bracket on it already, and the fixings are a bit weird that hold the bracket to the wing. It was far easier to do them two, so I've done that. I've also straightened up this bracket to match the other side, so perhaps we're going to be okay without a bracket. Nothing else to talk about. Everything's perfect. Nothing's bent down here. No damage to anything. Everything is perfect, really. So yeah, all we can do now is put the other wing back on. See how that wing bracket mounts to it, and be another job ticked off. I must remember to get two arch trims because the bumper obviously doesn't come with them, and these ones have gone walkies, haven't they? Right, let's get this wing back on. Alright, there we go. It's looking a lot better now, isn't it? Wing is all in. That bracket is good. it's pretty much smack on. Well, you can tell it lines up with the bonnet. Headlight lines up. I've got it right, yeah. So I'm happy with that. I still think that wheel wants to come forwards a little bit. I think we do need a strut. So yeah, the headlight is in. We have a little bit of an issue with the headlight. But as you can see, it's in the right place. But I will show you what I mean. Let's just pop open the bonnet. Where is it? Okay, so as you can see, it's fixed in there. It's fixed there. Unfortunately, it's this top one here that's broken. And see that? It's that one. Now, once the bumper's on, the bumper fixes to the slam panel, and then the headlight fixes to the bumper. So that will, in theory, hold it where it wants to be. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to wait until I've got a bumper here. I'm going to fit the bumper, fix the headlight to the bumper and the bumper to the slam panel, and then I know that's all fixed and in the right position. And then I'm going to make up a new plastic bracket. Plastic weld it on with hot staples and fix it back in there, because I'm not wasting that headlight over that one bracket. There's nothing wrong with it at all. And also the bumper fixes into the headlight there as well. So when it's all together, it's not going to go anywhere. So we're at an end here now. I mean, I can put the splash guards back in that driver's wheel, but I want to get a strut for it. And yeah, I need to bite the bullet on that bumper, don't I? That £500 bumper. And yeah, it's going to be done in no time. These are nice little cars to do these. I know they're not the most exciting for the channel, but it's a balance between, you know, making a bit of money and having nice content. But you know, the nice content takes weeks and weeks, you know, to get the car done, and there isn't always that much left in it. With these, you get a good chunk out of these, and they take no time to do. It's the financial more sense stuff to do. But at the same time, like I said, I'm trying to grow my channel, so I try to mix it with some nicer stuff. Bit of a balance, keeps it exciting for me and hopefully keeps it interesting for you guys. So yeah, we haven't looked inside it, so I might as well give you a little look inside. It's clean. I mean, floor mats again. I don't know why they take these floor mats out. It's beyond me. But yeah, we need some floor mats. Front again, floor mats. Like I said, there's no issues in here. Typical Renault card for a key, like you put in there. Lights your dash up. Nice touchscreen infotainment system, but unfortunately, because they've disconnected the battery at the salvage yard, we now need a code to be able to get back into it. So if anyone wants to help me out with a code, and you can get them. I mean, I can get them off eBay. It's not a great deal, they're not expensive. But yeah, it would be much appreciated if anyone can help me out with that. So yeah, foot and clutch, start, stop. Start straight up. I mean, other than a low pressure warning, which is probably one of them fronts, it said 49,956 miles. Runs good. Brakes feel fine, clutch feels fine. I mean, it's all right in here. It's plastic, like, but they're a budget car, aren't they? So you can't expect much. But it'll make a nice car for someone. It'll make a nice car for someone. So yeah, I think that's going to be it for this video, guys. As always, I hope you've enjoyed the video. If you haven't already noticed, I've got a tool trolley. I know you've all been mithering me head for heaven to get it, but I've got one, and yeah, it's helpful. So yeah, I think that's going to be it. I mean, I do have one other question. If anyone knows anywhere that takes plastic, bumpers and such, I mean, I'm getting a bit of a stockpile of bumpers and dashboards at the minute I need to find a way of getting rid of. Yeah, right, I'm going to get out of here. Like I said, thank you very much for watching the video. Massively appreciated. If you haven't subscribed already, please do consider. We're going to be giving away that Auto Vit supercapacitor very soon. So I would advise, if you're interested, perhaps now might be the time to make sure you've got a comment in on the videos going forwards. That's all I'm going to say. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.